Hey friends, hello, happy Friday. Coming to you today to talk about a very important subject or topic that is near and dear to my heart, right? And it's near and dear to my heart out of very different reasons, multiple different options. But right now, I want to ask you this question. Do you ever struggle to find satisfaction in your accomplishments? Do you ever have difficulty enjoying your life, the moments in your life? Do you ever struggle to perceive something in a positive light? Do you feel like a victim often? Do you just unhappy with things? If so, lack of confidence can possibly be the issue here. Now, before I'm going to dive into that topic and try to talk to you a little bit about it and help you out about it, I want to introduce myself for all of you who do not know me. I am Stephanie Zima. I am a certified wellness coach, a certified transformation coach. I am a Stephen minister at my church, and I am the founder of Walk It Free community, mentorship community, where we heal, connect, and level up our lives. There are two areas of people that I'm focusing on. One is the mompreneurs, the women in network marketing, the women in online businesses, the women who are trying to generate income for their families and are trying to follow a dream. And since I've had started out in that situation and I've ended up having so many obstacles to overcome, I decided to create a mentorship community where people can learn from the experiences, from all the things that I've had walked through, and to make life happen, right? As a not single but often single mom with 3 kids and all this stuff, it was challenging. And I know that sometimes building a business these days, especially as a mom, can be challenging for you. But Walk It Free also is for moms who are just wanting to work on their personal development and increasing their happiness. It's not just business. So sometimes we need to be, or not sometimes, we need to be all the time the leader of our pack, right? We need to be the ones who are leading our children. We are the ones who are supporting our children through all the stuff that they're going on in school and in their lives with their friends and so on and so forth. And we can often feel very overwhelmed with these topics. And yes, we're trying to get them into therapists, we're trying to get them professional help, but often they're sitting at our kitchen table and they're wanting to talk to us as the mom. And I feel it's very important to educate the mom not to just help herself, but for when she helps herself, she can also help their children, her children. So that's becoming the leader of your pack. If you want to check that out, it's www.walkitfree.com/mompower. Okay. So what happens is if you click either support / support for the mompreneurs or / mom power for the mom's personal development, you're going to get onto my email list. And on my email list, you will get free newsletters of the content and the summary of the content that I create, because I do teach quite a bit about the topics that have something to do with personal development and that are maybe of interest to you. So in the case of serving, that is all for free. If you then decide you want to go and dive in a little bit deeper, I have in both of these areas, mompreneurs as well as moms, I have mentorship groups that are paid, low entry paid, so it's not expensive. Low entry paid, and there's going to be 3-minute videos on both groups every single day, so that you have bite-sized pieces of how to move forward and not just consume, because that is what most people do. They consume content, but there's no action involved. And what's important to me is that you are learning and putting action to place, because that's how you make progress, right? So that's the two things that are happening. And if you then want to dive deeper, you can also sign on for a one-on-one mentorship program that is available, where I work with you one-on-one. And you can also hire me, by the way, you can also hire me for individual coaching sessions if you have just one thing that you want to work to, or you don't even know how long, or you want to just give it a try and see what I'm all about. So there's a whole lot of different things. I put all the links in the subscription box here, so check that out, see what is important for you. And now we're going to be diving into the topic of self-confidence. You have to have self-confidence basically anywhere and everywhere you go, okay? if you don't, your professional life may be suffering. You may not be able to reach out to all the people you want to reach out to. You may not even like speak up to your boss. You may not create the sales if you're in sales business. Whatever you are, if you're a working mom or if you're a stay-at-home mom, self-confidence is really, really, really important. And I do know, I've been a stay-at-home mom for a long time, and it's really tough. Like, even a businesswoman like me, I had a business background before, and then I became a stay-at-home mom. You kind of lose that a little bit for a little while, and you need to work back to get that self-confidence back into your life. And the way how you get self-confidence is by having clarity on what it is that you are lacking confidence on, and then developing skills that you can practice over and over and over and over again, and with repetition, that's when you are building the confidence. And it is in any topic, right? Whether or not it's your professional life, even your personal relationships. If you do not have confidence, if you don't have boundary issues, like boundary, like the strength and the skill to set a boundary of what you like and what you don't like, then you're not going to be able to have fulfilled relationships, because relationships need to be reciprocal. It's a give and a take. It's always a dance. It's a win-win creation. And if that is not happening, because maybe one is overpowering over the other and one is not standing up for themselves, then there can be conflict. That is often what you see with your kids in school if they have problems with friends. It's because they are lacking self-confidence skills. And it's so important that you have this core of self-confidence, because that core is what protects you. So when we look at different things like anxiety, overwhelm, peer pressure, when we look at all these different things, it's a result of a lack of confidence. So when you have confidence and you're clear about what it is you want to do and how you want to do things, and you're good enough, and that you are becoming unstoppable, and you are becoming attractive to people, and you're becoming this person that can stand in their truth, authentic, right? We hear this buzzword go around all the time, authenticity. So that's what it is. Authenticity is nothing different than having self-confidence and becoming aware and really being in your own self, like knowing what your mission, vision, values are, knowing what your skill set is like and where do you need to improve, and knowing where to find the resources, that kind of stuff, okay? So having said that, it really impacts the mental health of a human. So if someone has lack of self-confidence, it's almost like this grass in the wind, right? It's not stable, or that twig in the wind that's not stabilized. And so when a wind comes, like when a bully comes or a hater comes or a difficult situation comes, that twig is just going to be blown all over the place. But if that twig is going to build a strong root system of awareness, a strong root system of like confidence of, I know what I'm good at, I know what I'm not good at, but I do know where I can find those resources. That's when you build this root system of clarity, of confidence, of resilience. And when you have that, nothing is going to, no wind, no nothing is going to destroy you on that situation. So your mental health will also improve when you improve your self-confidence skills, right? You can make decisions easier if you're confident, because if you have clarity around what it is you want to do and what it is that you don't want to do, well, it's very fast and easy to make a decision and say, nah, that's not me. Yep, that's me. Nope, not me. Yep, me. Right? The reason why we sometimes don't want to make decisions is because we're afraid that we're going to be rejected, or we're afraid that we're going to be cast out, or we're afraid that we're going to make something wrong and people are going to judge us. All those things, that goes away when you have self-confidence. That goes away when you build self-confidence, and it's amazing. It's amazing, okay? Your physical health will also improve, actually, and your overall life satisfaction, but your physical health will be improving a lot, because here's what happens. The stress hormones that your brain gets puts out when you are under constant stress and attack, and you are in this, your nervous system is reacting, your fight, flight, and fright is triggered, right, all the time from a fear and from being nervous and all those kind of emotions that we tend to have if we have a lack of self-confidence. Those will go away if you increase your self-confidence. It's just like normal, right? So it's like, I have this teeter-totter. If you put a lot of anxiety and nervousness and all that stuff in here that triggers these hormones, these stress hormones, that will wreak havoc on your body, of course, everything goes downhill, right? But if you now increase your self-confidence, boom, now out of the sudden you are going to level out, right? Yes, we will always have the fight, flight, and fright responses. They are normal. They are supposed to be there. But when you have to level the teeter-totter out with that self-confidence. And that is, my friends, I'm going to dive in specifically into all these topics next week in those mentorship groups, in those mentorship communities. So make sure you check out the links below and get in there. The one for the network marketers, online business entrepreneurs, it's only $49.95 a month. It's really not a big deal. And with that, you're also going to get once a week, every Friday night, you're going to have a live opportunity to be coached. You have a live opportunity to be asking me questions and, really interacting, because my mission is to help you actually take this knowledge, learn it, and implement it. Okay. So many are just teaching, and I don't want you to teach. I am also great in holding people accountable, okay? That's what it is. I want you to learn it. I want you to implement it, because there is no benefit to just consuming. There's no benefit. If you only consume data, if you only consume lessons, if you're only consuming things, all that happens is the issues that you're dealing with, they're just going to be pushed back into a corner, and they're going to be put into this drawer. Eventually the drawer won't close anymore, and you will have a whole boatload of trouble. That's not needed. You need to work on getting the knowledge and then implementing it and working at it over and over and over. And how are you going to do that? You're going to do that with support. When you have somebody who's waiting for your progress, who's here to cheer you on, who's so excited that you are going to make that happen. That, my friends, is what this is all about. So check it out, www.walkitfree.com/support and www.walkitfree.com/mompower. Do both, okay? I'm just saying, do both. If you're a mom in business, you should do both. All right, I'll see you next week, and hopefully in there.